Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square here with T-Square Talk. Hope everybody's having a great Monday morning. Sure to be an exciting week, I believe, this week. And I am super excited already with precious metals, with the excitement of what's going to happen with the Fed interest rates. Are they going to cut them? Are they going to throw us another carrot and not cut them and say next time? I'm really excited to see how that's going to play out. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. We're going to talk a little bit about some comments, some recaps on a few different things that have came up in questions. I've actually got two cups sitting here because I'm curious which one shows up better on camera. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think the yellow one shows up better, or do you think the black one shows up better? I'm just curious for when I go back to live streaming. I always have my favorite cup sitting there. And since now I got a stainless steel one, I'm debating which one looks better, so I get to pick one of them. And with that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me. Leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts, especially which cup you like. And if you would, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to do the ultimate thing now, we are running our October membership event. We've already announced that if we hit 150 members, which we should, the members are filling up fairly quickly. If we hit 150 members, we're going to give away this instead of this. So originally we were going to do one of these, which is just an American Silver Eagle. However, I wanted to do something special for the 150 members. So I've decided I'm going to do this San Francisco 1987. I know some people aren't big on graded slabbed coins. If you happen to be the winner and you want to work out a trade, you won't have a hard time, I don't think, trading, especially because when you scan this barcode, it comes up at 250 bucks. So pretty cool coin. I think it's a great coin to give away. I'm always open to suggestions. If you guys want to see some kind of special giveaway or something, it is a members event. It is free for members. So it's not really gambling. It's just something we do. We always do some fun event, and that's usually what we try to do, give away a really cool prize. So with that being said, let's jump into today's video. So right off the bat, I'm going to run through a couple comments that I think are important announcements, important comments as we get going, and then we'll just kind of work our way into different stuff. So first one, unfortunately, somebody wrote a great comment, how he loved the videos and stuff, but then he had asked me a crypto question. Those of you that have been following the channel for a while, you know I used to do cryptos. I did like them. I just think now we're going to start seeing a big pullback on cryptos. Could some of them go higher with basically inflation? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, sound money is gold and silver. You know, cryptocurrencies is a great way to essentially gamble, and you're betting on a crypto. I've bet on some and they've gone up, and that's about all it is for me. I'm not in it for the long haul. However, an individual had asked me how he could go about transferring his safe wallet using his passcode that he actually shared on the comments. And essentially I had to delete that comment. I don't think he got my reply because I was quick to delete it, because you never want to give out your safe words. If you've got, actually that sounded bad for a second, the way I said that, your safe word. So for those of you that don't know, if you have a safe wallet, essentially they're going to give you 12 words, a 12-word phrase, not in any order, but just random 12 words. And that is your password, essentially. And if you forget it or somebody else gets it, they can snap into your wallet. So you don't want to be giving that away. The next thing that I had a lot of questions asked over the last couple days is how I factor in how much is a good price to pay for junk silver. So for those of you guys that don't know what junk silver is your dimes, your quarters, that type of stuff. The easiest way that I do whenever I go somewhere, I will download this right here, Coinflation. Boom. We'll pull that up real quick. And you will actually get a menu that looks like this when you first open it up. I already had it open because I was just looking up something a few minutes ago on the price of silver dimes, which is kind of what you see right here. However, it tells you both the spot price of silver, spot price for gold. It gives you U.S. silver coins. It gives you base metal coins. It gives you silver scrap, gold scrap, if you want to get into that type of stuff. But for this, we're going to look up silver coins. We're going to pull this up, and then it's as easy as what coin you have, you tap it. We will say for a quick minute, we'll just say Roosevelt dimes. It doesn't matter really whether you hit Roosevelt dime, Mercury dime, or Barber dime, because all those dimes have the same amount of silver in them, so they will come out the same. Then you just type in your number here, whatever you want to put. We'll put 14. And the only reason I'm choosing 14 is because 14 makes an ounce of silver. And we'll hit calculate. And that's interesting. I wonder why it came up. Oh, silver price, melt price. I wonder why the, okay, I don't know why it came up a little bit more, actually, unless they think it has a little bit more in there. It's a little off because technically, oh, no, it's not off. Well, yeah, it is, because technically the spot price, which is the melt value, should be a little bit cheaper than that. Unless they're using the silver futures price, which is probably what they're using, which is a little higher than the actual bid and ask. But what's important that I always say, and this is how I do it when I do this stuff, one, right now, I would feel very comfortable paying $2.25 for a silver dime right now. I look at that. As close to that number as you can get, the better. So definitely important that you know that. So with that being said, let's kind of jump in. Those were just two comments, a couple comments that I had read and I really had to address right off the bat. It's Monday. I don't expect a whole lot of views on Monday videos. That's why I kind of wanted to answer some comments that I had seen, some questions. Had a few people ask me why I keep my stuff in plastic, tubes, capsules, that type of stuff, you know. I totally understand a lot of people that buy silver, they're buying it to hold forever. However, silver and gold is money. And once you really understand that you treat it like money, and if you treat something like money, you can't really just hoard it. You know, yeah, it's great to save. It's great to stack in the form of silver and gold. But even as cash, we'll say for a minute, when you have cash, you definitely don't want to just take cash and put it away. Because if you're just saving cash forever with no end goal in mind, if you can put your cash to work, well, essentially, you're making more money on top of that. So when I hear people say that they'll never sell, I don't take that same viewpoint. I mean, if the right opportunity comes up where I can buy my forever home, a duplex, maybe some kind of property that I can live in and have a rental income. That's why I like the idea of a duplex. Or just different little stuff. I have sold silver before in the past. It does come up where you might have to sell a little bit. You don't want to forever take the attitude of, I will never sell. It's great to put up money for your kids. It's great to put up money for a family down the road. And if you're going to do that, I believe it's wise to put it in precious metals, because I can tell you, let's see here how I can say this. I've put away money for people in the form of precious metals, and it's grown. It's not what I originally put in. Obviously, you know that. Back when I first started stacking, silver was cheap. It started out at like $20 an ounce, went all the way down to $15. When it got down to $15, that's like a no-brainer to buy. And there's a lot of people out there right now that are waiting on a pullback. I'm hoping there's a pullback at the end of the month. I'm thinking there should be because of the short positions. But like I've said, we don't know when this short position is going to come to an end. I had someone ask me the other day, what if China doesn't want to mess with the short position? Here's the thing. It's not really China that's playing the short position. China is buying physical. Their citizens are buying physical gold, physical silver. Their country is buying physical gold and physical silver. Here in the United States, and I'll say mostly the United States, since we haven't hit huge highs, we're just now hitting the highs on the gold. We're not anywhere near a high on silver. And that number is coming. A lot of people understand that. A lot of people are still naysayers in the comments. And I find it real funny because as the price climbs, I'm going to spend a lot of time going back and looking at them old videos for those people that wanted to talk smack about how it will never go over 25, it will never go over 30, and here we are now over 30. I'll be honest, I even have a good friend that he told me, he goes, I'm not really worried about it until it can go over 30 for a little while. I think we are at that point where we're going to see it go over 30, and it's going to continue to climb up. I actually just put in a small order for some gold, only because I don't see gold having as much of a pullback as silver. Silver is heavily manipulated. We've talked about that time and time again on the channel. And as the manipulation is there, you can't really manipulate gold quite as easy without making it too obvious. The amount of money that's involved with this kind of manipulation is extreme. And it's been too easy for them to manipulate the silver price. And I think that too is going to come to an end. A lot of people have this belief that silver can never go up. I think they're going to find out the hard way that manipulation cannot last forever. I mean, because the truth of the matter is, if they could manipulate it, they would have absolutely no reason, as in if they could manipulate it forever, they would have no reason to be looking at $30 silver right now, $31 silver right now. They would have kept it at 18, 22, 25, 28, but now we're at 31. So I think that's a strong sign that they're actually losing their grip. And each time they lose their grip, the price jumps and they end up selling a lot of paper to try to bring it back down. But then it does come down a little bit, but then it starts building up momentum again, because ultimately everything wants to go back to its fair value. It's acceptable value. And the truth of the matter is, if people are willing to pay right now, $3, $4 over spot for silver, then that's clearly not the fair market value. Fair market value is what people are willing to sell for and what people are willing to buy it for. And if people are willing to buy for a higher number, then that should be the price. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Now, you might convince me that, some cost goes into making these coins. That's what the premium is for. It's for the people that actually make this stuff. And that's true. But I don't think the cost to make this coin is $4 when the cost to make this coin is maybe $1. So that's where you've got to kind of look at it. Now, there are a lot of people out there that are selling. Don't be confused either. There's a lot of people, if you're willing to look online. I had a friend of mine that I was talking to today. He was actually surfing Facebook Marketplace. And I said, personally, I'm not buying off Facebook Marketplace. Not because I'm worried that it might be fake, but more because it's a pain in the butt. I mean, trying to get a hold of people, by the time you get a hold of them, a lot of the time they tell you, it already sold, or it's a long conversation. It's, well, I was asking this, but the price went up by $2, so now I'm asking this, or fine print that's involved. I don't really look for many deals. Do I know people that have found great deals on Facebook? Absolutely. Facebook Marketplace. However, I also don't want to give away too much about my identity. So that's something important that you guys do need to kind of keep an eye open for. You don't want to give away too much about you. And if you have your Facebook page and it has your address on there, your phone number on there, your name, all your information, may not be something that you want to advertise on top of that you collect silver, or that you've got a collection, or you're buying whatever, But it's definitely worth trying to find deals right now, because deals are starting to dry up. And like I said earlier in the video, we have an exciting week ahead of us. With the Fed meeting, nobody really knows what the Fed is going to do yet. I mean, people have theories, but nobody knows. Sorry, I apologize for yawning. A couple major things. There's basically one of three ways the Fed meeting could go. There's option A, they do the same thing they've been doing, saying, well, we're not quite there yet, so we're not going to cut interest rates, but you can pretty much guarantee we're cutting them next time. And all of a sudden, you could expect to see that pullback that a lot of us are waiting for. Now, you could end up seeing 0.25%, which I would almost go as far to say as 0.25% will not get us a huge jump on gold and silver. It'll probably just kind of level out, or we might even see a little bit of a pullback. And the reason I say that is now the markets are pretty much betting that they're going to do 0.5%, which 0.5% is a big drop for interest rates. However, we're seeing that the markets want 0.5%. They want more. And I think once you dangle that carrot long enough, it's definitely also going to scare some people. If they do 0.5%, there's a lot of people out there that don't really follow what's really going on in the economy. And when they see a 0.5% cut, that could scare people. No percent cut is going to just tick off some people. So I'm curious to see how it goes. If I had to get pinned down, make a comment, I expect that we'll see 0.25% cut. And I expect that silver will continue to kind of hover for a couple days. And I still am expecting to see a little bit of a pullback on silver by the end of the month. That's still a possibility. There is still a huge short position out there right now on silver, and could be a good buying opportunity, because once the month comes to an end, that's it. We're just going to start climbing up even higher. I'm hoping we don't go into the new month. I hate to say this for some of y'all, but I hope we don't go into the new month at $31, $32, or it's definitely going to get crazy. I think we will really see what a lot of us are waiting for. And I hate to say that because a lot of us are still stacking. A lot of us are still accumulating. The truth of the matter, too, in my personal opinion, I don't want to see the dollar collapse. I don't want to see the dollar continue to get deflated away. I know it's great feeling when you have some silver and that silver's going up in value, but you have to understand that here in the United States, we have it fairly easy. I mean, I have a retirement that's paid in dollars. Some of y'all have 401ks, retirement, Social Security. That stuff's all paid in dollars. And if the dollar did collapse, per se, times would be extremely tough on a lot of people. And that would be interesting to see how that would play out, because a lot of people, unfortunately, are not prepared. Now, I do like the idea a little bit of a great awakening for people, that when people see what can happen, it can maybe make them get their priorities straight, that they've been overcharging, they've been overbuying, and then they start realizing, man, I need to buckle down, because we need to go back to some sort of honest money. And I think it's important that we do that. It's better for the long haul. It's kind of like taking medicine. If you're sick, which the economy is sick right now, a doctor would say, take your medicine. Take your medicine so you can get better. Well, the medicine is, unfortunately, we need higher interest rates. We need people to slow down on spending. And this idea of, we need to beat inflation. Well, here's the thing. If you raise interest rates, inflation naturally comes down, because higher interest rates means people will want to pay their bills down, not charge more stuff that they don't need. And literally, you're seeing that. And that's why a lot of the banks are kind of in trouble, because people are paying down some of their bills. They're working at it. They're spending less. That less spending is slowing down the economy. That less spending is slowing down tax revenue. I was actually listening to something the other day. They're like, if the jobs were really this good, then taxes should be rolling in. But the truth of the matter is, there's not as many jobs as they're telling us. The jobs numbers they've been putting out, they're not actual, because if they were, they'd be getting a lot of taxes in. But unfortunately, they're not, and that's why tax revenue is coming down. And once people realize that, they're going to have to raise tax percentages, or they're going to have to make new rules. And that's kind of where that new idea of unrealized capital gains comes into place. What is unrealized? For those of you that don't know, unrealized capital gains is just basically if you bought a house 5 or 10 years ago for $100,000, it's now worth $300,000. Let's say I'm just using fake numbers. It's now worth $300,000. Well, your house went up by $200,000. Well, as of now, it's not a big deal because you're not selling it, so you're not making a profit, so you don't have to pay the taxes until you sell it. The problem is they want to do unrealized capital gains, which means you're not selling it, you're holding it. And if you're holding a $300,000 asset that you paid $100,000 for, they want their capital gains already on that $200,000. Now, when people don't realize this, because I was actually doing some stuff online talking about this in a social room, I said, here's the problem. How many people have taxes, money to pay taxes on a $200,000 profit? Not many. So what are your options now? You don't pay it, and they take it away from you for non-payment, or you pay it. You could pay it, but you probably ain't got the money to pay that kind of capital gains all at once, or you sell your house and then you pay it, and now you don't have a house. I think they're going to try to pull that off to try to get people to buy and sell houses, and it will push in a lot of capital. I mean, and even if you don't sell your house, it's going to push in capital, or they're going to take your house from you because you got your house cheap and you were smart enough to hold it. A lot of people just don't realize what's going on, and these policies that they're coming up with is just ludicrous, because where are people going to get that money from? And that's one of the good things about gold and silver as we wind down on this video. When you hold an ounce of silver or an ounce of gold, you hold it. Nobody really even knows what you got for your collection. And if all of a sudden, hey, you need to pay capital gains on your coin collection, who knows what you got? I'm not saying anybody would do anything against the rules. I'm just saying nobody knows what you got. Some people are trading coins left and right. I mean, I do a lot of trading with different people. And, that's something you've got to realize, that this is something that it is real wealth. Gold and silver is real wealth. It's tangible. You hold it. You own it. It's kind of outside the reach of other people taking it from you. I guess depending on how you have it secured, maybe you could lose some like that. If you've put stuff in your vehicle and just, left it in there or something. Some people, everybody does different stuff. I've actually lost a little bit between my seat, and when I was pulling out my jack one day, something slid out, and the guy that was helping me was like, "What the heck, dude?" I said, "It was a fluke, bro. It must have just lost it in there. I didn't realize it, or it slid out." But it's real wealth. It is. And you've got to understand that. So with that being said, we're going to wind down the video here. I thank everybody for watching. If you would like to become a member, it is only $1.99, like I said, to become a member right now. It helps the channel. Your comments go directly to my phone. So if you have any questions, you instantly will have, well, I won't say instantly, but you're guaranteed you're going to have a reply on your comments. And all you got to do is just click that join button right below. And it really helps out the channel. It's only $1.99. And as soon as we hit 150 members, we're going to be giving this away. The spots are filling up quick. And even if we don't hit the 150 members by October, we're still going to give out a really cool prize. And this will just get pushed back. Eventually, we will hit the 150. But I'm just saying that I think it will fill up fairly quick. I'm actually mentioning it a little bit before October by a couple weeks, just to give the loyal subscribers a chance to get a membership now, and then I will start blasting it a little bit more in short videos in October. So thank you all for watching. Hope to see you guys again on T-Square Talk. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, comment which one you like better on the cups. Do you like the yellow or the black better? Even if you already commented and you want to put another comment in, I don't mind seeing a couple comments. So thank you all for watching. I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Have a great week. It's going to be an exciting one. Gold and silver getting ready to get pumped. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.